Good afternoon. You're looking live at Sam Chapman Stadium at Tamalpais High School on the shores of San Francisco Bay, where today the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks host their cross-county rival Redwood Giants in an MCAL battle. I'm here today with my color man and good friend Dylan Swift.
Great to be here, Dave. Thank you.
Dill, it's great to have you. This is exciting, an early season matchup between these two Titans in the MCAL division. You've got the perennial powerhouse Redwood Giants, who have seemingly had the Hawks numbered for the last few years, but they're coming here to Mill Valley to face off against a Hawk team that has only allowed one goal and thus far is undefeated this season.
I know. You know, it's funny. It's going to be interesting to watch with the goalie from Redwood, Caroline Muller, graduating last year, moving on to University of California at Santa Barbara. And they've got a new goalie in here, and I'll be looking for the Hawks to get off to a fast start here, see if we can't get, sneak one in and take the early lead and then kind of see what happens from there.
Well, we've got the senior stalwart, Rowie Scobie, back playing for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Here's the lineup for today. We're going to start out. The Hawks are going to be going left to right, the Redwood Giants going right to left, and Redwood will take the first possession of the ball as we start out. Ball's in play. Redwood. Redwood, the ball being contested. There's Sarah Cormier. Stopped by the Hawks.
Nice play by Lucy there.
Bear with us, folks. This is my first time here in the Hawk Nest, so we're going to be, if we get some names wrong or mispronounced, we apologize. We know we have family all over the country and, in fact, even all over the world watching today's action.
Welcome.
Redwood inbounds the ball. Oh, takes a whiff at it.
Oh, here we go.
There's Alia on the ball, but it's Redwood. So Alia steals the ball, pushes it, centers it to Scobes. Scobes with the ball at the top.
Oh, what a pass.
Down to Alia. But Redwood clears left.
It's a great attack there.
That's number 9, Dola Tibbs. But immediately contested by Kaylin Alexander. Looks like on offense right now, we've got Dola Tibbs, Rowie Scobie, Alia Duggan, Kaylin Alexander, Stella King on the – is Stella out there? I don't think she is. Pardon me. There's Vari, Rowie's younger sister.
Oh, nice play here. There goes.
There's Sarah Cormier.
There goes Sarah.
Slows it back. Gets it
Here
over to
comes
Rowie in the middle.
Oh, here we go, Rowie.
Rowie centers it. Looking for
here it is.
Duggan. Redwood clears, but Tam keeps it in.
Nice play to keep it in there by Vari.
What's it called? Redwood ball.
It's a very tricky game with the fact that the ball can't touch your foot unless you're a goalie, Dave.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the sticks can't contact either.
Yeah.
All
right, good pass up the field here. Here we go, Sarah. Taking up the left wing. Again, that ball on the foot. Just a tough call. I like the way the Hawks are attacking here early on.
They are aggressive.
A lot of possessions in the Redwood half of the field, inside the circle. Some great repartee between Rowie and Sarah and Alia on the offensive attack. Meanwhile, Vari is doing a great job trying to hold the ball in the TAM end of the field.
Okay.
Here's Redwood attacking now.
Redwood bringing it down the right side. Tam back quickly.
All right, here we go. Get it up there.
There's Scobie. Is that the freshman,
All right.
number 17, Piper Swift, playing defense over there on the far end? I
think
believe it is.
that's her, and we've got Lucy.
Lucy
Taking
Molnar.
it out. Lucy taking it out here. There we go.
Lucy's been a really valuable defense.
Sure has. The Hawks doing a pretty good job here on defense. All right, here comes Redwood. Get it out.
Get it out of
now.
there, Swift.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, looks like it's going to be Redwood ball. We're going for our first short corner.
Yeah, short corner here. Hawks are getting the helmets on.
Dylan, how long has this rule been in place where the defense puts these helmets on during the short corners? When my daughter first started playing field hockey, it wasn't there.
Yeah, this is a relatively recent development, obviously for safety reasons. The ladies take a pretty hard whack when that ball comes in.
Heck yeah.
And it can get up in the air and get somebody in the jaw.
Hawks need to clear right now.
Here we go, Vari. Nice
Redwood
center.
moving it to the middle. Centers it. Oh, goes right through the defense. Fortunate for the Hawks. Redwood
Definitely got
hits
a little
it out.
lucky there.
Yeah. You know, this our junior goalie, number 45, Larkin Archibald, new to varsity this year. She's a captain of the Hawks, and she's had a tremendous season thus far, although I think that most expect that today will probably be the day she's most tested to date.
For sure. Believe she's had 3 clean sheets so far in the season.
I think at least that many, sure. Yeah.
1 goal allowed, so just having a fantastic
outstanding
junior campaign here.
Up to Sarah Cormier, the junior, who's a third year varsity player on field hockey. What's the call here? Okay. Back to Redwood. Redwood passes it over, crosses the 50.
There we go.
Up comes Scobie. Redwood passes back to retain possession. But immediately Alia Duggan's on her. There's number 9, Dola Tibbs. And number 16, Kaylin Alexander.
I have to say, Redwood does not look as crisp as in past years so far, obviously early in the season. But does look like we have a little bit of a younger squad out there this year. I like the Hawks today, Dish.
You know what? I got to tell you, I have been so impressed by this Hawk team at all levels, frankly. The varsity team and the JV. They're both undefeated thus far this season. And but I think, as we said earlier, today's going to be one of the real test date. This is one of the games where you measure your team.
Yep. Oh,
look at the passing by Redwood. Just really nice movement to open space, but Hawks take over the ball. Lucy drops it over to Swift.
Here we go, Sarah.
Swift up to Cormier.
And
Cormier to
now
Rowie.
We're moving the ball. I like this.
Rowie, what beautiful control, stopping the ball on a dime. There's her sister, Vari. Back to Redwood. Tam needs to get back. They're 2-on-1 right now.
Oh, great play there.
Really nice play by. Look at Larkin.
Oh,
Larkin Archibald. That's the first Spread
save.
Eagle that we had of the day.
Yep, absolutely. She was not going to let that ball get anywhere across the crease. Great play by number 45. Laying out, getting that ball out of bounds. We're going to have a short corner here.
That's really a patent. That's one of Larkin's patented moves, isn't it?
It is.
And you got to be so proud of her. She is not afraid to lay it out onto the field, spread eagle style, for a save. So, yet another short corner for the Giants.
Boy, it is an interesting setup here. So you have 8 players from Redwood on the attack with 4 TAM defenders and our goalie Larkin. This is obviously part of the rules of field hockey, but it does give the offense quite a bit of advantage. Ball goes up in the air and
out
over
and
the goal.
back to the Hawks. Well, that's why you see him at the 50 just hustling back as soon as that ball gets put back in play.
Yep.
It's a beautiful day here at Sam Chapman Stadium. A little brisker than it's been the last week or so.
Yeah.
But just absolutely gorgeous right here on the banks of Richardson Bay. Molnar stops it, advances it forward, back to Redwood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice play. Good
Larkin
play.
with a nice a left-footed save right
I saw
there.
a high stick in there by Redwood.
Okay.
And
I think
looks like that wasn't called, so we're
they
going to
missed
have
that
another short
on
corner.
another short corner.
Interesting.
Looks like we have a couple subs coming in. Stella Agassi, the captain, and number 2, Veronica Ray. Coming out is Sarah Cormier and number 21, Vari Scobie.
So the ball got up in the air, Dish, and I don't know if that was just a missed call.
Sorry, what's that, bud?
I don't know if that was a missed call or what, but the stick from Redwood did come up pretty high there over the head to knock that ball down, and sure enough, they've got another short corner.
That Tam responds to ably
and
gets the ball back.
Going the other way. So the Hawks started out pretty hot here, keeping the ball in the Redwood half of the field. It's been a little bit on their heels since then in that second half of the first quarter here. So looks like the Hawks are fighting to keep that ball.
That's number 24, Quinlan Dayton, who's in for the Hawks. All right, Dola advancing it up the right-hand side. It's taking it herself. Stolen by Redwood. But immediately on her is Dayton. Redwood brings it back out to the top. And there's Dayton. Another short corner for Redwood. Well, the Hawks have been getting challenged and pressed here in these last few minutes of this first quarter, where we have 3:50 to play. Still no score between the Tamalpais Red-Tail Hawks and the Redwood Giants. Redwood inbounds the short corner. Shot on goal. Turned away. And advanced up. That's number 13, Stella Agassi, pushing it. But loses the ball back to Redwood. Coming in for the Red-Tail Hawks is Emmy Navesi. Emmy is a new player that's just added to the Hawk roster, and my understanding is she's been really adding a lot of value of late. I believe Emmy is a foreign exchange student, was my understanding.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Where is she from?
You know, Dill, I'm going to have to find that out, and I'll let you know about that as soon as we have additional information in that regard. So Lucy's bringing the ball back out for the Hawks. Closer over here.
0-0, 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Another shot on goal, another shot wide, back to the Hawks.
It's been a little bit lonely these last few games for Larkin in the goal. It's not today. She's got plenty of action.
She certainly doesn't need to worry about that. I think Larkin's very happy to be lonely. Redwood centers it.
Here we go.
Tries to drop it in.
Hits the foot again.
Oh, here we go. That was Lauren Townsend. So the Hawks, once again, defending against the short corner.
You do have to wonder how many of these short corners we can withstand. number's getting up there now. I think it's number 4 or 5.
Yeah, it is.
Eventually, it's like corner kicks in soccer. This ball's going to find the goal.
Like one of my good friends always says, shots on goal,
Yep.
right? Shots on goal.
So here we go with the lopsided short corner again.
Inbounded to the Giants. Oh, there's a shot on goal.
Oh, great save by Larkin right there.
Archibald.
Kick save and a beauty.
Gorgeous.
We've got Hawks laying out.
Back to the Hawks.
Here we go.
We're just about 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Hawks have the ball, but immediately stopped by Redwood. There's Molnar making chase down.
She's been busy today, number 22, Lucy Molnar.
Yes, she has.
This is her 4th or 5th free shot here. Here we go. Getting the ball to the sideline. Up, intercepted.
Molnar gets it right back. Out of bounds to the Hawks.
Okay.
Archibald, while getting some shots on, seems very calm and relaxed.
Absolutely poised.
Really poised.
Yep, totally. I think the Hawks, we've been trying to work it up that left sideline, and Redwood's been pretty tough. They're not letting us get it past midfield here.
There's
the Redwood passing reminds me a little bit of if you've ever watched the Spanish international soccer team, just really crisp. Lots of, easy passes. They make it look easy.
High praise. High praise.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the first quarter. With no score between the Redwood Giants and the Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks. Dill, the beginning of this quarter seemed to have Tam controlling the ball a little bit more on the offensive side, but I would say at least the last 2/3 of this past quarter was largely pressured by the Giants.
It was. The ball was pretty much in the Tam half of the field for the 8 minutes of that quarter, and we talked about it a little bit. We withstood a few of those short corners. Eventually, they're going to score, but I think Larkin made some incredible saves, which is pretty remarkable given a couple things. One, it's very early in the season, and two, she hasn't really had a lot of action back there with the opponents that we faced and the shutouts that she's pitched. So really hats off to her. Certainly the player of the game that first quarter so far.
Absolutely.
But I would love to see us here now go on the attack a little bit more like we did in the first part of the last quarter. And, we it's just a matter of getting – I thought there was a great – parlay there with Rowie and with Alia at the beginning of that last quarter, and with Vari they're kind of keeping the ball in when it would pop out, and if we can get back to that here in the second quarter, it'll be nice to get a little 1-goal lead here and see what happens.
Well, we know it's a tall task. The Hawks have never beaten the Redwood Giants, and that the same had held true for Marin Catholic until earlier this season when Tam had a tie against MC. So they are making strides. This program is really making strides. Under Coach Ed, under Coach Iona, under Coach Robin, they've really begun to build this program. One of the things that I think is really helping is that we've got good balance across all age groups and all grades. Every year there seem to be a couple freshmen that they bring in. This year, Piper Swift was brought up from the JV and is now a permanent member of the varsity team. Do we have any other freshmen to your knowledge, Dylan?
I don't think we do. Of course, nothing's permanent, right?
Right.
But certainly it's great to see that we've got some young talent on the team. I think this has evolved from a game at TAM to a sport at TAM, and now I think it's fair to say this is a program at TAM, a full-scale program.
I think that's very well said. My oldest daughter, when she came here some 6 years ago as a freshman to try out for the field hockey team, all they had was a varsity team at that point in time. And as a freshman, there were four freshmen made that team. Now we have both a JV and a varsity program. In fact, our JV team, by numbers, is larger than the varsity team.
Incredible.
And that really helps build depth in a program. We wouldn't be able to field two teams if it weren't first and foremost to have the coaches like Robin and Megan and Iona Scobie, the head coach of the JV team. Iona's daughters don't even play on the JV team. Both of them are playing here today during this varsity game, yet Iona gives up her time to coach the JVs. And so by not only do we have coaches that are willing to step up so we can have two programs, we also have a boosters here at TAM who help fund having two programs. And we're encouraging you, to the extent that anyone out there who's listening wants to support the TAM sports programs, they can go to tamhighboosters.com to make a donation to TAM Sports. If you see on the far end of the field, there are some banners hanging along Miller Avenue as well. Those are available as well for corporations, businesses, different organizations if you want to support TAM Sports. So a little plug for boosters here in between the first and the second quarters.
Definitely make that donation, get the T sticker, put it on your car, motorcycle, and really there's lots of ways to support TAM, and it's great to see the growth of boosters and all the support from parents and alumni and community members. Obviously it's building the programs we have today.
Yeah. I'm an alum from TAM, and I can tell you I graduated back in 1990, and the programs, the sporting programs that we have today dwarf anything that we had some 30 years ago in comparison. And it's such a positive thing. And it's a result of the support, the financial support, the energy, the time that these coaches are putting in and that the community and families are offering by way of donations as well. So here we go, starting the second quarter. Redwood's going to start with the ball. And they kick it back. There's number 5, Stella King. Scobie keeps it in for the Hawks, pressured by Sarah Cormier.
Looks like we've got Rowie taking a break here. Stella King in to replace her up at center forward. And again, we've got Redwood on the attack.
Ooh, long pass. Not sure she's going to be able to get to that one. I think she does, actually.
Yep.
No. Nope. Ball's out to Pam. See if the coaches talk to Lucy or the Hawks about switching up what these inbound passes here.
Yeah. We're just struggling at that mid wing right now. We got to get that ball up to the forwards, and that's kind of the loose end here.
Yeah. Let's see a steal right here. There's Cormier. She does get the ball. Pushes up left. Double team by Redwood. And it looks like the ball may have gone out of bounds back to Tam. Yeah, it is. All right, let's get this one in. Looks like the freshman, Piper Swift, is going to inbound the ball. Good crisp shot. Back to Tam.
All right, here we go, Vari.
Back to Redwood. But Swift stops the ball. There's Vari once again. Redwood inbounds the ball.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Molnar on defense against number 13 for Redwood. Centering pass blocked by Swift. Out to Molnar. But Redwood keeps it in. There's Dayton. Quinlan
Nice
Dayton
play.
really plugging up that middle.
This attack from Redwood is relentless. Here we go. Cormier.
Here we go. Battling. I hear sticks.
Tell you, it's like a swarm of red hornets every time we possess the ball down here. They're just relentless.
They are. Red Hornets. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ball was centered, dangerously centered, yet Hawks turn it away and regain possession. Coming over to inbound is Lauren Townsend. There's Allie. Allie's battling along with Dole.
What I'm noticing so far is on our passing, we're not making the easy pass the same way Redwood is. Yeah. We're kind of hacking the ball into a crowd, and I think what's happening there is Redwood's just retaking possession when that happens. So really want to see the Hawks here.
Maybe a little
try
spacing.
to get the ball out in open space.
Maybe kind of find some open space.
Make some easy passes.
Okay. So there's Alia contesting, and Dola stops the
nice
ball.
Nice play there by
Dola.
Dola.
Pushes it
up to Stella King.
Ooh, just out of the outstretched reach of Dola Tibbs. But there's Quinlan slowing things down. Townsend. Redwood pressuring. But there's Dayton
Great
clearing
play
the ball,
there.
clearing the ball for the Hawks. Pushing up the sidelines, number 9, Dola Tibbs. Dola passes
that's
it
a
up.
Good way to advance
Look
the ball.
Here, Alia gives chase. Close.
That was out of bounds.
Okay. Tibbs stops the ball, keeps it in for the Hawks. Off for Redwood. Tam ball. Let's see if we can get a little momentum here, Dill.
Yeah, I'd love to see some easy passes. Just make some easy ones. No need to be a hero at this point. Still tie game.
Alexander centers the ball to Tibbs. Tibbs passes it out.
Oh, I like it.
There's Dola. Redwood. Alexander keeping it in the Redwood end. What's the call here, ref? No, Redwood retains possession. There's Quinlan giving chase. Redwood centers it. There's number 17, Piper Swift. Oh, Redwood pushing it forward. This is the biggest chance they've had. There's Lucy gets a stick in there to stop that fast break for the Redwood Giants. There's Townsend. Shot. Oh, just out of the outstretched reach of Larkin Archibald.
Screened. It was clear she was screened.
Oh.
She didn't pick up that ball till it was a few feet in front of her, and it just got it by her. There was just a mass of jerseys in front of her.
Just snuck in right inside the right post. So, Redwood first to score. Redwood takes a 1-0 lead. Hawks are going to make some changes. Out comes Dola. In comes Agassi. Back in is the senior, Rowie Scobie. Rowie is, my understanding, on a little bit of a minute clock here, Dill. Rowie had an opportunity to play lacrosse and represent her Scotland in the under-20 Hong Kong games. And it took, I think, a lot of
just got back recently, right?
Yeah, just got back, and so she's on a bit of a minute clock, is my understanding.
Never good when you're putting your best player on a pitch count, right?
Yeah. Well, got to keep these kids healthy, and it's a long season ahead. Wow, powerful shot.
Well, hopefully this goal by Redwood will energize the Hawks a little bit, get them angry. I think the energy lagged a little bit there at the end of the first quarter and a little bit into the second.
Redwood quickly is hitting with some fancy stick work, but that's Swift who slows things down. There's Molnar. Molnar clears out to the left. Back to Redwood, however. God, that was really quick. They were Redwood just as quick as they scored. They're back pressuring the Hawks again.
Man, relentless. You really see the difference in the stick work between these two teams so far. We're just having a trouble getting possession and then retaining possession and then getting it out of a crowd onto an open player. Here we go, moving the ball up.
There, Cormier pushes it forward to Scobie. Scobie centers it, looking for Duggan. Redwood steps in, and they keep it in. Here's Cormier up the left-hand side. Can Scobie get to it? Redwood controls. There's Swift. Back to Tam. Tam passes back. Oh, what a nice little
really
pass that
nice.
was. But Hawks get the ball back.
Here we go.
Here, Rowie crosses the 50 over to Cormier. Oh, and ball back to Redwood. Redwood winds up, kind of whiffs at it a bit.
Rare miss by Redwood.
Yeah, picked up by Cormier. Cormier to Scobes. Scobes battling with Redwood. Centering pass by Cormier to Alia. Hawk ball. All right, Hawks, let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Stella King about to enter the game. And she does for number 24, Quinlan Dayton.
Oh, here we go.
Ball in the
Get
front.
in there, Alia.
There's Alia.
Okay.
Did
short corner.
Short corner for the Hawks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I thought
There we
Redwood
go.
may have taken a dive there, but the refs weren't having it, and so the Hawks get their first short corner of the game. What should we be looking for here, Dill?
Well, I mean, what the standard off-the-shelf play for the Hawks here is you inbound it to Sarah Cormier, who has one of the best slap shots of any field hockey player I've ever seen. And then the idea there is drive it toward the middle and get some chaos, and hopefully we can get one in. Here she comes. Oh, this is Rowie now.
This is Rowie, but back to Cormier.
Yep, there he is.
Oh. Let's see if we can keep it in here.
Good
We
try
do.
there. Yep.
Tam back.
There. Yep.
See if we can keep this in. Number 17, Piper Swift.
Here we go.
Ball's in front. Can Tam get a shot off?
Oh, we're moving the ball backwards. Got to keep it forward now.
Oh,
okay.
Ball back to Redwood.
Okay.
Okay. And they quickly move the ball over the 50.
Boy, Redwood is not
Redwood's
messing
got
around.
like a 3-on-2 right now,
Yeah.
but Tam
They're running
hustling
a fast
back.
break.
And there's Molnar to stop that as quickly as it started. Here we go.
Okay.
Centering past the King. Let's see if we can keep this thing in here. That's Alexander. She does. Passes back to Rowie. Rowie over, looking for her sister.
Okay, looks like they moved Rowie to midfield now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's to shore up the defense a little bit.
Yeah, Stella switches with Rowie.
I mean, the transition defense by
Look at
Redwood
Molnar.
is
Look at
something
Molnar.
to see. When they steal the ball on their end, it's a matter of seconds before they're already in the TAM half, running a fast break.
Well, they start very quickly.
Yep.
You know, when it's their ball, they don't sit and wait around. A big shot, centering pass. Got to get that one out. Larkin goes down.
Nice play there.
Get it out.
Yep.
Good Larks.
play by Larkin there.
Real nice. Real nice.
Really good to come out of the goal and own that crease there.
So it's going to go back to Redwood. All right. Redwood inbounds. There's Swift on her. See if it's there. And Stella King.
Oh, here we go.
What's the call, ref? Yep. No, that's Tam Ball. Good job,
All right.
Stella. Okay. Here we go. Piper. Big wind up.
Oh,
Little high stick.
nice stick there. But Redwood, yeah, you're absolutely right. On the transitions, when it's their free play, they just move quickly. They
yeah.
don't let Tam get set.
Mm-mm.
That is one big difference between the opponents we've faced so far this season and this Redwood Giants team.
Redwood's well coached. I think the Redwood head coach is, I believe, one of the Rippers
Is that
program
right?
heads.
Yeah,
Which many of our TAM girls have
that's right.
have played and practiced under. Swift with a nice turnover. Let's see if we can advance it. Back to Tam. It's a good hustle play over there by Swift.
Now. Here we go.
Okay, Swift to Cormier. Cormier looking for King. Redwood on her immediately, and back to Redwood. See that inbound? There it is.
Yeah, it's just
pushing,
no
pushing.
Hesitation now. Rowie's on playing some good D here. Wow, great footwork by Rowie.
Larkin.
Another save by Archibald.
You know, I like what she did there. She didn't kick it out. She kicked it to another player so we can retain possession.
Yep.
Coming in number 15, Emmy Navesi. Out there we also have Allie Jampel, the junior. Number 13, Stella Egsty.
The biggest difference I notice in the free plays here is Redwood is playing that with purpose. They're advancing the ball to an open player. I feel like we're just taking a wild slap shot. Mm-hmm. And if we're going to have a chance here, that's got to change.
Call it, I think, passing with purpose.
Yep.
Passing with purpose.
Yep.
Okay, so Redwood's pressuring, centers the ball.
Nice
Larkin
kick.
with a nice kick out, but the ball's going to go back to Redwood. So we got 1 minute left in the half here, Dill.
Yeah. 1 minute left while we're waiting for them to advance the ball. I'll share with you this little tidbit. Did you know that field hockey was invented in the late 1800s?
I did not.
Yeah. Any guesses on where?
I'm going to have to guess it was somewhere in Europe, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. England.
England.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
First games played, 1871.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did your homework here before making your way up here to the Hawks Nest. All right, so Redwood pressuring, but Tam on them. Centering pass attempt is denied by Tam. There's number 16, Caitlin Alexander.
Great save by Larkin there.
Tam battling. Trying to get that ball out of their end.
Here we go. Another corner.
Another short corner, huh? So it was invented in the 1880s, you said.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be the first half.
All right.
So after 2 quarters of play, it looks like the Redwood's going to have an opportunity to inbound the ball because of the time.
No time left, so they got 1 play.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
All right, an untimed down here. So the way this works is we just have to stop their momentum, and then we'll be at the half. So if we can just withstand the inbound pass and then a couple seconds of scrum here, we will get to the half down only a goal. All right.
So Redwood up to the top.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. That's got to be it. Get it out of the circle.
Get it out of there. Advance it up. No. Yep. Looks like that's going to be the half.
It's the half. Okay. Nice job there, Hawks.
Okay. So after 1 half of play here at Sam Chapman Stadium, it is the Redwood Giants 1, the Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks nothing.
Good first half. Definitely liked our approach at the very beginning of the game. Unfortunately, the energy just died a little bit as the Giants, onslaught kind of took over in about 4 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah,
and it's kind of been that way since.
It has been. You'd have to say that second quarter was largely a Giants-dominated quarter. We did get the ball down to get a couple of potential shots on goal, but that first half you got to really thank the goalie there. She turned a few of those shots away. Otherwise, this game could have gotten away from us a little bit more.
I'd say the score could easily be 3-0 right now, if not for some of those great saves by Larkin.
Yeah.
A couple good great kick saves, one where she laid out, and then came out of the goal a couple times to just kind of take control. So it was great to see that.
Yeah. You'll see on the far end of the field, our JV Red-tailed Hawks are taking a lap, getting ready for their match, which will take place immediately after the varsity game is over against Redwood's JV team as well. So you can see the Hawks, though, here being coached and talked to by Iona and by Robin.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about the origin of the game, and one little tidbit I wanted to share with you is that a woman named Constance Appleby, an American, brought the game to women in America a little over 100 years ago, 1922. So, like with a lot of things, the British pioneer it and the Americans advance it, whether that's democracy or field hockey for women or, a lot of things. So, really interesting to see, Constance Appleby.
Constance Appleby.
Yes, eating good in the neighborhood.
It's interesting that field hockey is one of the sports, while I think it's played by both men and women overseas, it's really predominantly a female sport here in the States.
Yes, it really is. There are very few places I think we have men's field hockey teams. My understanding, and I could be making this up, but this is what I have been told, is that if a male player, like say a TAM or in high school, wanted to play field hockey, they could join this team.
Is that right?
That's what I've heard. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's ever been tried. Did seem strange to me when I heard it. But that's something I got to go more homework.
I know the other way would hold true at TAM. We have had females playing on football teams.
Sure.
We've had females playing on the wrestling teams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I was not aware that that same reciprocity was
We'll have to
provided.
We'll have to get the production staff to research staff to look that one up.
We'll do that. Yeah,
that was one we didn't cover in the production meeting last night.
I know. Well, the production meeting was kind of distracted by during the Niner first game of the season, where the San Francisco 49ers handily defeated
the New York Jets.
The New York Football Jets. Excuse me. Yeah, for a second I forgot who they
played last night.
Down.
Yeah, it was almost doesn't matter who they play these days. But yeah, it looked like Father Time has definitely caught up to our Bay Area native. They call him a Bay Area native. Isn't he really from Chico?
Yeah, I think. Well, he
Butte
went
County.
Yeah, he went to Butte.
Aaron
he went
Rodgers.
to Butte Community College for a few years before coming down to be a Caliber. Hey, and the Godfather from TAM TV just entered the Hawks Nest.
Derek Scobie.
That's Derek Scobes. Hey, Scobes, how are you? We're great. We're great, Scobes.
The man without whom we would not have any kind of chance against Redwood.
Oh, yeah. And in addition to providing this telecast, he also provides two of the mainstays of the TAM High
best players
field hockey team.
Yep.
So, we've got, as we have a break here, we've got about 2 more minutes left at half. And while we do that, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank some of our booster sponsors. You can see them on the far end of the field who've purchased banners, Sun Watts, Parallel Advisors, Redwood Credit Union, Sharon Kramlich, Juice Girl, Howard Wynn, Gelati Brothers, Cartelligent, Wink Optics, 25 Company, Purchase Orthopedic Clinic, The Shavery. You go to the Shavery, Bill?
I actually have.
Have you?
One summer I grew my beard out, which for me meant I had about quarter-inch whiskers on my face, and but it was a little unruly. And so when I was ready to go without the beard, or whatever you call what I had, I went over to the Shavery.
They take it down?
They took it down pretty quickly, and it was really, really a nice, clean shave. I actually didn't need to shave for another week. They took it so short. I was like a baby's butt there for about a week.
I've known you for some time. I don't know that I recall seeing you with much of a shadow on the face.
Yeah, it was a summertime trip that we took, and so just decided we were out in the wild, and time to let the face get a little wild. And
Good.
Yeah. Hats off to the Shavery. Great place.
Good. Well, we also have Stretch Lab and Southern Marin Lacrosse. It looks like Maligani Tire Shop out there as well. So the Hawks are kind of getting excited. They're regrouping. It looks like doing their cheer to get themselves pumped up here for the second half. We have about 30 seconds left before the second half starts. Dill, what should we look for here from the Hawks in the second half?
Well, I got to see energy. We got to see some energy coming out of the gate. We're going to take the face off here, and I'd love to see us get in there and bring the ball down the wing, get it to the center, and put it in the scrum, and let's see what happens from there. But we need to see, feet on fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind see the Hawks take a page out of the Redwoods book and kind of get that ball back in play quickly, kind of get Redwood on their heels maybe.
Yep. Yeah, Redwood's not going to go down easy. And the other thing I'd like to see is when there's a change of possession, the Hawks need to be ready right away. Redwood is not waiting for anybody, on those free plays.
So it looks like we're going to start it out here up at the top. It looks like it's going to be Alia, Stella King, and Veronica Ray. In the middle, we've got Rowie Scobie, as well as Dola on the right. And who do we have here on the left here, Dill? Oh, that's Stella Egglesty, excuse me.
Yep.
And then on defense, on the far right, we have number 10, Lucy Lowry in. And then Lucy's there at the back. In addition, we have can't quite see the
Lauren
number.
Townsend, and then we've got Lucy Molnar, and then, of course, Larkin in goal.
Perfect.
Yep.
Something going on here with the Redwood goalie, which is preventing the start of the second half.
It's like we got a little bit of an equipment malfunction here on the goalie. I'd love to see us start without the goalie in goal.
That wouldn't be a bad thing, would
get
it?
the equalizer here real quick before goalie gets back in the net.
So the giant goalie sauntering back to her goal. And Hawks start the second half down by 1. In years past, I think the Hawks would be happy to have that score. Not this year. I think there's really high expectations for this Hawks varsity team, and so I think that they're ready to put on a real effort here in the second half. And let's see if we can get the equalizer, and then from there, who knows what'll happen. Here's Veronica pressuring. There's Rowie in the middle. Good stop.
Here we go.
Redwood. Back over to Tam. Pushing forward.
All right, nice pass there.
Here's Stella. Stella looking for Alia, but back to Redwood. Lucy Lowry defending on the far right, slows up the Redwood Giant, but the call goes against Tam. Ooh. Looks like Lucy might, Dolan went down there for a second. So Redwood met by, who's that over there? There's Rowie Scobie. Back to Tam. Hey Derek, how are you, buddy?
Hi chaps, how's it going?
Really good.
Derek.
Great to have you here today.
It's always a pleasure. Work delay kept me away, but
well, better late than never. We're glad to have you here, Scopes.
very, very glad to be here. Big day for the Hawks.
It is. Real big day for this Hawk program.
I would say a pretty successful first half. What I saw and what I heard on Tam TV, pretty successful from you two.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, really fantastic first half performance from you both.
Well, we're a little rusty, but I appreciate the kind words there, Scopes.
Definitely adds air of legitimacy to the broadcast with the Scottish accent coming through here.
Absolutely.
On a British sport here.
I would say, I always tell commentators, like, your job is to fill the space. And if there's one man I expect to fill the space, it's Dave Harris.
That's right.
Figuratively or literally?
Just in all senses.
Okay. Well, thanks, Scopes.
Yeah.
Here we go. One of the things, Derek, that Dill and I were saying is that Redwood seems to be getting a little bit spacing a little bit better and a little bit crisper passing, whereas Tam gets the ball, and then it seems like immediately there's a Redwood player on the Tam player, and there's kind of a little scrum, and sometimes it goes our way, sometimes it goes Redwood's way. But this passing that Redwood's been able to do in the first half is
Well, I'd
benefited
say,
them.
I mean, all of the field hockey coaching programs are getting so much better.
Yeah.
But Aileen on the Redwood side has had quite a head start. She's a pro.
Yeah.
I think that, the girls had a really competitive match against Berkeley the other day. University are always a threat. Marin Catholic are always a threat. And that's in part because the coaching is just getting better. So, but Aileen knows what she's doing. She had them out for a few weeks preseason.
Is she the Rippers coach?
She's the Rippers coach,
Right,
and so
okay. Or one of them.
she's sharpening her skills as well as her team skills. And so we might expect that Redwood will get a faster start to the season, but let's see what happens as the season progresses, because I think that Tam just seem to be getting better every game that I see them play.
It's incredible.
Oh, here we go.
There we go,
Yeah.
pushing.
Oh.
There's Alia.
Here we are.
Alia and King. Stella King. Here's her first real
here we
scoring
go.
opportunity for Tam.
All right.
Tam ball.
Here we go.
Tam didn't have a lot of those fast breaks or
No.
scoring opportunities
Few
there
and
in the
far
first
between.
half. So let's see if we can capitalize on this one.
A little commentary from the remote fans. Brian Duggan just saying hi to you guys. Thanks for everything you did. He's obviously watching Alia there.
Yeah, well, tell
Take
tell
us forward.
Tell Duggan that we said hello as well. In
Yeah.
fact, if you can hear us,
What-
Brian, we look forward to having you up here in the Hawks Nest.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, very soon.
Brian, we hope you're playing well today. A couple under par.
Brian is calling us from New York.
Oh, from
We don't-
New York,
Very nice.
Shinnecock,
Maybe, yeah.
National.
National. Where's Brian?
Fishers.
Never know for Brian.
Yeah.
Got a nice quiver of golf clubs that he's seems to frequent. Back here to the action here at Sam Chapman Stadium. Stella King out to Brian's daughter, Alia.
I am seeing a
And-
little less energy on the Redwood side this half, which
Yeah.
is encouraging.
Well, it's just
So-
nice to see it in the ball on their end of the field, right?
Yep. They look a little tired coming out of the half, which is nice to see for the Hawks. All right, another good call for the Hawks.
All right, here we go.
Lucy Lowry.
Puts it in. Lucy keeps it in.
Yep.
There's Dola.
There is some fight
Battling.
in the Hawks right now.
Dola. Oh,
Okay.
the multi-versatile ref, Rafa, who's here coaching field hockey as well. Excuse me, reffing field hockey. So back to Redwood. Redwood crosses the 50 with a bit of a head of steam. Ooh, gets it down. But back to Tam.
Good stop there. Good stop by Lauren Townsend. Really took the brunt of that charge.
Ooh. Back to Tam. Coach Ed.
Okay. Coach
Calling
Ed wants
out.
Lucy Molnar to take those free plays. What do you call those, Scobie? When it's free
A free hit.
free hit.
Free hit.
Yeah.
Scopes, did you ever play field hockey back in the homeland?
I played field hockey a little, and I played against my wife.
You did?
kidding.
We played a little co-ed hockey, she was significantly better than me.
Well,
Okay, well, question for you. We were just talking about this. Is it true that if a boy at TAM wanted to play field hockey, they could join this team?
That's right.
Okay,
So
that's what I thought.
both field hockey and wrestling are
co-ed,
co-ed in the
yeah.
state of California.
Okay.
I think it's tricky with field hockey because lots of the things that give boys power advantage are true in field hockey.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but a beautiful rainbow just appeared off right over Richardson Bay. I don't know if our cameraman or camerawoman can capture that, but absolutely beautiful rainbow, basically going directly over
Here we go.
Richardson Bay. All right, so back to the action here.
All right. Got a short corner here for the Hawks.
So shout out to Bill Graham, who's one of the TAM TV Boosters guys. We have 3 of us on the mics today because Bill had an innovation about getting a 4-mic board.
Oh, wow.
And then so we'll probably have 4 commentators for the football games and homecoming on Saturday. It'll be a lot of fun. So thank you, Bill.
Yeah, Bill does
great
Bill
ideas.
Does a lot of great work for Boosters. He's in addition to helping out with TAM TV, Bill's been instrumental in helping get us a new website.
Oh, here we go!
Shot on goal. Turned away by Redwood, but
it's a good save by the Redwood
there's
goalie.
Dola.
Great shot.
There's another shot on goal. Just blocked with the stick by the Redwood goalie, but it's going back to TAM. Couple of nice shots on goal by TAM right there. We love the pressure.
What is it with these Redwood goalies? They're just like they grow them. Unbelievable.
Wow. Love to see the pressure. That first shot. Who took that first?
That was Rowie.
Was that Rowie?
Absolute
What a shot
laser.
on goal.
Yep. Absolutely.
How that was stopped, I have no idea.
Caught the goalie right on the shin pad.
Okay. Passes back. Lucy over. Dola.
I like the energy we're seeing here in the second half by the Hawks. Got to keep the pressure on.
Okay. Redwood pushing. The Hawks quickly retreating. Gets back quickly. Redwood centers a shot. Centers the ball. Scobie controls.
Oh, nice play.
Nice pass out. Pass out to Stella King. Stella looking for her friend Alia Duggan, who finds it.
Oh, yeah,
Alia's on a little bit of a fast break for herself right now. See if she can get some help back here. And it's TAM ball.
Here we go. Looks like Lucy Lowry's going to take the free hit.
Takes it back. Okay, back to TAM. Lucy advances it over to Alia.
Okay, we've got Ada Pearlson coming in on defense here, number 4. And
okay, back to Redwood. As quickly as she gets on, she gets tested.
Yep.
Right now we got Redwood 2-on-2. Centers the ball. There's Lucy Molnar to slow her down. And Rowie. Redwood takes a dive. The refs don't buy it. Shot on goal.
Yeah.
There's Lucy again.
Yeah. That was a giant flop, so to speak. Yes.
Archibald,
what a
with
play.
the outstretched arms and legs, stops that ball somehow. And a ricochet. There's nothing Larkin could have done there.
Goal by Redwood.
So Redwood takes the 2-0 lead.
That's a tough one.
That was a tough.
That was a redirected ball.
Yeah, that just ricocheted off someone and went right in the goal. Tough goal to give up. That's okay. So it's 2-0 Redwood. Couldn't even see who actually should be credited with that goal.
You know, that was a tough one because we're really good energy this half, and they just, on a transition play, didn't even have numbers. Just,
Molnar and Agassi replaced by Piper Swift and Vari Scobie. So TAM in the ball back to Rowie. Rowie over to Lucy.
That's a foot ref. Come on.
Dola up the right side. Back to Redwood.
And that's another foot.
Ada. What's the call here? Timeout?
Looks like we've got a yellow card, maybe.
It's a green card.
Green
now,
card.
usually that'll be given for an equipment violation. So she'll have taken her mouth guard out most likely.
Okay.
And if she's holding her mouth guard even in her hand, the referee will issue a green card.
What she's
I don't
doing
know.
right now. Ada. It looks like I'm trying to read the referee's lips. Is it 2 minutes?
Are we?
The referee, I think, was
So we
trying to correct.
Do we play man down for?
You play man down. I thought it was I don't know what the minute is, but like he did show a green card, and that, as I say, that's usually either delay a game or equipment violation.
Looked like she had a mouth guard in her hand, so that makes sense. I got to say, good call by the referees. It's so important to wear the mouth guard in this sport. We've seen players get whacked in the face and keeps the teeth in place.
Well, Coach Iona has a false tooth.
Is that right?
From a field hockey injury.
Is that right?
That is right. It wasn't me though.
Well, you sure about that, Scott? You said you played against her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Redwood pressuring, but Tam meeting the challenge. That's Veronica Ray right there. And, all right, Vari. Vari sends it forward for the Hawks. There's Piper Swift, the freshman. That's out of bounds, I believe, isn't it? Yeah. Back to
Piper.
Tam.
I know it's 2. We're trying to work on it. I don't know how to.
Here we are.
Okay. So I don't know what to do.
We're having a little bit of scoreboard issue. The actual scoreboard in the stadium indicates the score to be 5-0 yet.
You might have to come help.
The actual score is 2-0. So Veronica picks the ball and gets it back over for the Hawks. There's Stella King. Stella sends it over to Alia. It gets stolen by the Giants. There's Rowie. Stops it. Out of bounds, back to Redwood.
Set.
I mean, come on, ref.
No, I didn't.
Okay, Vari sends it forward. Alia battling. Back to Tam. Here's Vari, sends it forward for the Hawks.
Oh, here we go.
Over to Stella King. Stella, over to Veronica. Back to Redwood. Good Piper. Piper to Vari.
All right, here
Vari
we go.
to King. Okay, here we
Okay,
go,
another
Tam.
free hit. I love the energy I'm seeing out of the Hawks. Thought it was unfortunate that second goal. Thought the first goal in the first half was definitely earned by Redwood. A lot of energy, advancing the ball, great passing. Second half, I think, has been all Hawks. It's just not showing up on the scoreboard.
Is that a high stick? Okay. Let's keep the ball on our end. Back to Redwood. Redwood knocks the ball out. Lowry gives chase to
Got about 45 seconds left in the third quarter here. Would love to see one more rush by the Hawks.
Okay, here we go. There's Stella. Keep it in, keep it in. There you go, Luce. There you go. See if we can get one. We got about 20 seconds left here. Under 20. Alia pushes over to Stella,
Oh, here we go.
to Cormier. Better be quick. Oh, back over to Redwood. So that's the end of the third quarter.
Into the third quarter.
Yeah. So Redwood puts another one on the board, takes a 2-0 lead through 3.
I think when the Hawks look at the film here, what they're going to notice is a couple things. One is we talked about the energy level in the first half, particularly the second quarter and the second half of the first quarter, pretty low. Came out in the second half, great energy. From a technical standpoint, though, I think we need to work on a little bit of our passing. You know, we're getting the ball intercepted a lot, particularly in the midfield area while we're trying to cross the half-field line, and I think that's just one of the things here early in the season that the team's going to work on, get better on, and hopefully we'll get to see the Giants in the playoffs at some point down the road. But
Well, we're
yeah.
going to see them again. We'll see them again at Redwood later in
That's
the
right.
season.
That's right. Yep.
You can just tell the teams we've played thus far, you can tell this Redwood team seems to be on just a little bit of a different level than that of the competition we've faced thus far.
I agree with you. I thought we had them there at the beginning of the second half. Just energy level was good. We were advancing the ball. And then this happens in soccer a lot where, you can be hosting the game at the other team's end of the field, and then all of a sudden they get a transition play, and next thing you know, a cheap goal, and, it just doesn't seem right. It's not what's not reflected in the score of the third quarter is, I think, the energy level that Tam had and the way we were aggressive with moving the ball down the field. Had a couple shots, great saves by the Redwood goalie. You have to give a shout out to her.
You do.
They were, between Rowie with a great slap shot and then the on the rebound there, I thought we had another chance. Redwood goalie laid out, made a fantastic play. A little different, and it'd be 1-1 at that point, and then who knows from there.
Yeah.
But here we are, 2-0.
Well, I think,
Just going to replay that penalty corner that we had, because I think we went super close then. Oh, but this is a long way to wait. So I think we got, here we go. So we get the inbound here from Stella. And then
And here comes the shot from Rowie. Watch this shot. Boom. Right off the knee pad, right?
yeah,
Great
great
shot
save
in
from the
there.
goalie.
Great
Also,
save.
yeah, that's what you'd want.
Now here we go on the rebound. Ball's around. It's going to get near the right post at some point here.
Oh yeah, we ran out of replay
Yeah.
there, but I'm glad to see them getting not only the shot in, but also the rebound shot. And on a different day, that one goes in.
Yep.
just like the Redwood got a fortuitous bounce on their end for their second goal. Could have been just the same for Tam. Unfortunately, no such luck, and Redwood leads 2-0.
Yep.
I know, that was exciting.
Scubs, you've got more history here with the varsity field hockey team than we do. In years past, what have the games looked like in terms when Tam's faced off against Redwood?
Tam have been through such an evolution in just like 3 or 4 years. If you were to go back 4 years ago, you'd be talking about like 8-9-0 defeats,
Yeah.
right? And then I think that Coach Ed, Robin, Megan put together a good program. Players are obviously playing a little bit more as middle schoolers,
Right.
so more quality coming through just across the whole district. And then so I think that we have started to see that come down like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
right? 3 or 4. I think that if Tam could keep this, get a goal on the board, even with a loss, I think they could take a lot of positives from this.
Oh, absolutely. But this Tam team, I think that they have every expectation. Again, to the girls that I talked to before this game, this Tam team truly had every genuine, real expectation that they could come in here and battle and win this game. And so
Well, that's
I
the
like
first
the
step,
attitude.
believing you can win,
Positively.
right?
So we've got one more quarter of action here. Tam starts with the ball. Back over to Alexander. Alexander to Lowry. Okay, back over to Tam.
One thing I'd like to see a little bit more of from Tam is I think a lot of the play is going through the middle. And I think that means we're not really bringing some of our faster wingers into play. And I'd like to see them stretch Redwood a little bit more on the side of the field. Then that gives us a chance to bring our other players through the midfield, looking for cross balls.
Yeah, we were working it up the sideline a little bit in the first part of the first quarter, and like you said, Derek, we've gotten a little bit away from that. It's a lot easier to defend when you're going right up the middle.
So Redwood with the ball at the top.
Another free hit.
All right.
Back over to Tam.
It's interesting to watch these multi-sport athletes. You see the ones that play lacrosse, their kind of instinct is to run behind the player they fouled, but not something you have to do in field hockey. You can stay right in front of them.
Yeah, good point.
Big wind-up.
The other thing I notice is when we have a free hit, it's kind of slow to get that play started, whereas Redwood, when they have a free hit, it's right away. They're going right away. They're kind of catching us off guard. They certainly did in the first half.
Stolen by Cormier, but back to Redwood.
There's very little hesitation. Here she goes.
Molnar slows her down. Centering pass.
Oh, nice
Larkin.
layout by Larkin there.
Really nice.
That's definitely foot.
Hats off to Archibald. She's really hasn't been tested like this until today.
Nope.
And other than one fluke goal and a beautiful shot by Redwood, she stopped everything else. Tam and they're battling. That's still the Tibbs over there on the far right. Vari to Piper Swift. Cormier.
Oh, nice play.
Nice pass. Let's see if we can. Back over to Redwood, says Rafa.
Now, Vary Scobie and Piper Swift played soccer together at elementary school, and including a season when Dave Harris had to adjudicate a particularly spicy coach dispute.
I remember, Derek, I remember taking that conference call from Central California. There's some other, you guys worked that all worked out just fine, as I recall.
Who was the coach of the other team?
Well, his daughter used to play on the lacrosse team.
Mike McCann.
Yeah.
Firm friends these days.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
That's an excellent stop. Well done.
Really nice.
We're just not.
Well done.
All right, a couple minutes here into the final quarter. Molnar over to Swift. Swift with some nice stick work.
I think Redwood's gotten us a little off of our game. What I noticed in the first few games of the season, obviously against lesser competition, was less panic when we were possessing the ball. We possess the ball, look up, find an open player, make a pass, and advance the ball. I think right now we're getting away from that, looking up and finding the open player. We're just hitting the ball towards the Redwood goal, not really thinking about where are we passing it.
Swift over to Cormier. Cormier passes it up to AJ. That's Allie Jample, the junior. Over to Cormier. Cormier working the left side. Pesky defense by that number 15. Apologies to any Redwood folks who are listening to the broadcast. We don't have the names of the Redwood roster, so Can't call them out by name.
Redwood coaches, if you want to send Tam TV your rosters, we will more than happily read out the names.
That's right.
Or bring them with you. You can just like hand them at the booth when you come in to bring a copy. We won't say we're not biased. I think that would probably be going too far.
Absolutely.
But equity of opportunity to have your name read out.
Yeah,
I think.
Right. Yeah, no,
yes.
Absolutely. If you score a goal, we're happy to give you the proper credit.
That's right. And we won't be like Red Sox fans who call it like Aaron F. Boone. You know? We'll just use the regular name.
Aaron F. Boone.
Although, one of the things that TAM TV does is we live stream graduation each year.
Yeah.
And so, 450 of our closest friends leave with their caps.
Yep.
I think that is high stress for the teachers after read out those names.
Absolutely.
I
know, like
they practice those names.
Yeah, who wants to get that one wrong?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, no, that's a neat thing that TAM TV does. I've had relatives who've tuned in for graduations in the Midwest when my daughter graduated. In fact, Scopes, do we possibly have some of your family staying up late right now watching this game?
Oh, Ewan, Iona's brother, is TAM TV's most consistent international fan.
He is.
He is.
Where is he? Tuning in?
He is based in Edinburgh.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Ewan works in theatre, so late nights are nothing new to him.
Okay. Well, Ewan, shout out from
Welcome to the
here in
broadcast.
Mill Valley.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well done, Sarah. Well done.
Here we go. Sarah.
Okay, here we go.
Just can't retain the possession. Good. Alexander keeps it in.
Tell you what, that number 2
There's Sarah.
from Redwood,
Ooh.
she's small but mighty defender. It's impossible to get by her.
Oh, there's
There we
Molnar
go.
with a
Oh,
nice
nice
stop
play.
there by Lucy
That
Molnar.
was critical.
Really big. Ahead of steam, and Lucy stops the fast break.
Yeah.
Okay. Stella King battling at the 50.
Okay, I'm seeing an intensity from Lucy Molnar now that I hope becomes contagious with the rest of the Hawks because we've got 7 minutes left down 2 goals. Not an impossible task, but certainly improbable given the history of these two teams and
Another green
the nature of
card.
the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dola forgot to put her mouth guard in.
Gosh, it just doesn't seem like it's that hard.
I think it's just like the game stops and, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And you're really just focused on the game. I get it.
yeah.
Tough call.
Unfortunate. Now we're going to
Tough
play
call at this stage of the game.
man down. See if we
All
can get
right.
a shorthanded goal here.
Two minutes. So Swift stops it. Over to Vari.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like anything to stop the momentum.
Yeah.
If they're on a rush and it just takes hitting your foot to stop,
Well, you got to
reset the defense. That's not the worst thing now. Of
Okay.
course, now we get a turnover.
Oh, 10 just got in on that one. But just as quick. There's Quinlan Dayton. Here we go. That's Tamball. All right. Piper inbounds it, but Redwood steals it back. But there's Piper.
Let's get a pass here.
Okay. Look think that's going to go back to Tam. Molnar gives chase. All
There
right.
we go.
There
Good
we go.
pass there by
That's
Lucy.
well played by Sarah.
Go, Sarah.
Unlucky.
Oh, just went out of bounds. Back to Redwood. Townsend and Ray prepping to come in for the Hawks. In for number 12, Sarah Cormier. Okay, Stella steals the ball. Back to
All right.
Tam.
I tell you, it's hard.
Right,
to
let's go up, guys.
Hard to find a weak link on this Redwood Giants team. Just the stick work, player to player, fairly consistently strong.
Scopes, is Rowie on a minute count here in terms of her ability to get it in play?
No, I think she extended her calf at
she-
the end of the third quarter.
Oh, no.
And I think that at this point in the season, they're probably not going to push it.
Being
Yeah.
cautious. Yeah. That makes sense.
So she will be back to Adrian Carvalho for some cupping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tam without their captain senior, Rowie Scobie, down 2
Yeah.
at home with about less than 4 minutes to play. Certainly an uphill battle, but I like Tam's resolve. They're still continuing to battle.
Yeah.
Don Piper.
I like the fight we're showing here, down 2 with 3 minutes to go. Certainly bodes well for the next contest for the Hawks and the next one with Redwood specifically.
Oh, Lucy. Oh, Molnar with a nice
go.
play. Back to Tam. Piper over to Vari. Vari down to Veronica Ray. Veronica. Okay. Up to Emmy.
That's a foot. It's a foot.
No call.
Lila Harris checking in for Lucy Molnar.
So what I'd like to see here is I'd like to see Tam put somebody much deeper.
Deeper down by the
into
goal.
the field. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, like we
Like
should
a
be
cherry
on we
picker.
should be on the final back.
Need a cherry picker back there.
That's
in case the
absolutely
ball
right.
slips
There's
through.
no
Yeah.
no offsides in
Yeah.
field
Yep,
hockey.
Yep, that is the one nice thing about the sport. Yeah,
Back to Redwood.
I agree with you, Derek. And then I look at the way that
Get out of there.
players like Sarah and Rowie can advance the ball, slap shot, and you think about putting one of those players in the midfield position and then having a cherry picker down by the goal.
Yeah, it gives you a kind of a
See-
route, you know.
Yeah, see what would happen, right?
Yeah.
You know, you do that 10 times in a game, you're likely to get a breakaway, and then, you know, who knows what happens from
What's
there.
the call here? Short corner, Redwood. It seems Redwood's had the majority of the opportunities here today in terms of short corners.
They have. I'm looking at the stat sheet here. We are outnumbered on short corners by 9-3. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Redwood inbounds it.
Oh, here we go. What a save by
Archibald
Larkin.
with a save.
She has really
Back to Tam.
unteachable instincts. She comes out of the goal just at the right time, gets the kick save.
So
Hawks ball.
less than a minute left here to play. Let's see if the Hawks can get one on the board here. Quinlan
Yeah.
with a nice pass up. All right, Hawks, let's see if we can clear this one and get one more opportunity. No, out of bounds with 18 seconds to play. Well,
So what are we going to build on from this game? I think the energy level coming out of each half, start of the game, start of the second half, really strong. Question is, how do you sustain that energy an entire full, 4 quarters against a really tough team?
well, at the conclusion of the game, Hawks are running out to congratulate and cheer on their goalie. While not victorious, the Hawks lose this one here today at Sam Chapman Stadium,
Valiant
2-0 to Redwood. They're going to be heard from again. The Hawks are definitely going to be heard from again. Tough loss. I know these girls had every expectation that they were going to be able to compete, and they did with Redwood today. Unfortunately, Redwood prevails with a 2-0 victory.
That's right. Looking ahead on the schedule here, we are looking at a game on Thursday at University High School in the city, Paul Good Field, 4 o'clock for those who are able to get out and cheer on the Hawks. You like our chances in that game?
I do. I like our chances at University. We've played University this season already and beaten University, I believe, this season already. I know we played them in a round-robin tournament maybe a week and a half or so ago and played well. So, tough one here for the Hawks. Certainly something to build on. Hopefully, we've got the next crew here ready to bring you the JV action of the TAM versus Redwood. They're getting ready to they're on the fields warming up right now. And so, again, want to thank the TAM boosters, TAM, who provide the funding necessary to allow us to have these great telecasts. And so on behalf of, I'm Dave Harris, Dylan Swift, Derek Scobie here, signing off from Sam Chapman Stadium, where unfortunately the TAM comes up a little bit short, but they will certainly live to see another day, and look forward to the matchup at Redwood in about a month or so.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
So long, folks.